So guys, it's wonderful outside. I mean, it's a little bit nippy or whatever, but it's not as bad as it was for the past couple of days. The sun is shining. I mean, that y'all beautiful faces need to get up, get out, get something. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think about, oh yeah, asked me about talking about my college experience. Honestly, guys, there's not much to say. My college experience in terms of what? My undergrad experience. I went to school in SUNY New Paltz, New York for 4 years, and I got my bachelor's in sociology. Yeah, I left to go to school when I was, how old was I? 16? Yeah, when I was 16. Because my birthday is late, so I ended up turning 17 that December. I left to go to school then. And since then, I thought I was going to major in criminology when I first went there. I ended up majoring in sociology my sophomore year. After I originally went there for criminal justice, they didn't have that. So I then said, you know what? I'm going to just take up psychology. I tried that and then it wasn't going too well. So I was like, you know what? Let me do criminology. They had criminology, but not criminal justice. So what I did was minor in criminology and I majored in sociology. And then when I was done with that, I was like, all right, so the social services field is something that I'm like good at. I did a lot of interning when I was in school and I had a lot of networks. Sorry guys, I'm trying to multitask right now. But I had a lot of networks and I ended up doing a number of things in the social services field, like interning at this place called Brookwood facility. I think it's called Brookwood or something like that, but it's in Claverack, New York. It's a prison where minors are charged with adult charges, and I did a lot of advocacy work there. And then I'm like, you know what? I really enjoy this stuff. So a lot of my work then was, a lot of my work at that point in my life was in the field of criminal justice and juvenile reform, because during that time they had like these laws where children were able to get charged with adult charges, and I was fighting against that. And then I did a lot of work with going to court with my professor and like attesting for clients who were trying to be released early, and I just fell in love with it. So then I got networks when I came home from college, and I ended up furthering that until I worked at Rikers Island and I got sick. Rikers Island is Rikers Island is a correctional facility, and that's close here up north. So yeah, I worked there for a while and I did a lot of work in social services there. And then I ended up just venturing off into like the ACS aspect of things and stuff like that. So long story short, guys, yeah, that was my college experience. It was fun. I'm gonna try to insert some pictures in this video of me like partying and stuff like that, because of course the party life was crazy. But other than that, guys, I don't know what else you want to know about it. So yeah, like I was saying, it wasn't nothing too extravagant. I mean, I partied. I did have a period in my college career where I felt like I wanted to go home, and I was just like, I can't do this. Kyro, what happened? I felt like I couldn't do it. I was just like, yeah. Look at Kyro. What are you doing? The moral of the story is my college experience was cool. I don't know what specific questions y'all have, but like, yeah, that's that. Oh, I know y'all said do's and don'ts. I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video and sit down and really think about those things. So, but this was just a quick talk chat with y'all about my college experience. I know y'all said about the do's and don'ts. I have to really sit down and dedicate a full video to that, because there's a lot of do's and there's a lot of don'ts. And what you can do though is drop your questions and ask me what you mean by do's and don'ts though. Do's and don'ts in terms of like selection, do's and don'ts in terms of like lifestyles, do's and don'ts in terms of finances. Like, what do you mean about do's and don'ts? Because that's very broad. But guys, look, this is the day in the life of a girl that hustles in New York. I'm about to show y'all what I do. So you can't just you can't just expect the business to come to you, right? You create the business and then you market yourself so that people can come to you. So let me show y'all something. These are my business cards. And what I'm about to do is hand out my business cards. All right. Guys, I'm gonna go around to the buildings in my community and I'm gonna hand out these cards. So what I was trying to tell you is I'm going around the buildings and I'm putting my cards in the buildings because what people don't know, they won't be able to, what people don't know, they won't be able to get done. So if people don't know that you cut hair, how are they gonna cut? Only people that know that I cut hair is the people that I market to on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. But what about the people who don't have social media? Or people who don't have you on social media? So you gotta get creative and start marketing yourself in different ways. When it comes to businesses and stuff like that, you can't be lazy about it. I know a lot of people with a lot of potential, but they wait for stuff to come to them. Honestly, I was born surrounded by nothing but a lot of hustlers, and I'm not waiting for nothing to come to me. I'm gonna go get what's mine. So I'm out here marketing myself, not paying nobody to do it for me. I'm out here giving people my business cards, putting my business cards on cars. I'm out here, guys, working. I wish I had somebody to record me do it. It's kind of difficult for me to record myself. So I'm gonna show y'all though. Guys, I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of what I've been doing. I got a little creative. I started putting them on the car doors because I was putting them on the windshield. A lot of people don't even check their windshields, but you gotta see that when you open your car. You see all these cars, guys? All of these cars got my business card. All of those cars. You gotta be out here doing the footwork, man. Y'all gotta invest in yourselves. All of these cars, man. All of these cars. Literally, I walked down the whole block and I'm about to go on the other side and go get all of those cars and go all the way down. We out here. We out here working. Guys, so as y'all can see, I had a busy day. I actually was supposed to be working. I was working, but I had a few haircuts to do and my appointments got canceled. I had to cancel one because someone wasn't on time, and then I had to cancel another one because they never responded. So instead of me just sitting around, I ended up working about marketing myself, as you saw in the video already. Guys, I post stuff like this because I know that some of you said it to motivate you, and I just want that to be a living testimony for many who feel like they can't, or they don't know where to start when it comes to their own business. Guys, it takes time, and you have to know that when something is for you, it's going to be for you regardless. But just because it's not happening overnight don't mean that it's no longer for you. It just means that you got to be a little more patient and that your time just didn't come yet. But that don't mean stop working toward it. Y'all saw what I was doing. I was out there doing the footwork, guys, and I probably make this look easy for the little 8 minutes that you guys see me on this camera and doing a little bit of work that I do. It's not easy, yo, and I don't want y'all to have the, I don't want to put on a facade as if it is. I don't want y'all to be under the impression that all of this is just easy, you know what I'm saying? And that I don't have no flaws, because I can tell you right now, when it comes to this entrepreneur life, no, I'm not used to. I've always had my side hustle as an entrepreneur, right? But I've always worked full time and work full time for someone else. And so when you adapt to that mindset, you don't control your own work schedule. You know your own work schedule. They tell you what it is, you go to work. It takes a lot of willpower to get up when nobody's telling you that you have to, and when you don't know if you're going to get the money in return. To get up, go put in the effort to build the foundation, create a foundation, and work towards something. So I am human, and some days I just don't have it in me to get up and go do stuff because I get overwhelmed and I feel like, it's not happening as quick as I want it to. But then I have to realize that, like, when I look back to 2015, when I look back to 2016, 17, 18, and I look at where I came from, the universe has been working in my favor. And even when it comes to this barbering thing, because that's what I do primarily outside of just like the whole, outside of just me being a content creator and an affiliate marketer and a mother, a girlfriend, and all. Outside of that, my barbering skill is what I fall back on outside of the whole social work field thing that I was doing as a career, right? In terms of being an entrepreneur, my barbering skill is what's keeping me like, level-headed, because it's like, all right, if all else fails, I know that my craft is something that I can use as a career. Like, there's actual barbers as a career. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then my backup plan, my degree, I told you guys. So I could always go back to that field if it permits itself. Or if I want to, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. Right now, I'm not in that space. I say that to say, guys, that it's okay to get overwhelmed. It's okay to feel like you want to give up. But in order to make progress and in order to be successful in this field as an entrepreneur, you gotta have some type of motivation. And my son, my family, my girlfriend, all of that, my grandmother, like, I have different pieces to the puzzle that motivates me to get up and be like, yo, as an entrepreneur, I'm focusing on 100 different things, but I have to put the same energy into all of these different things so that I can flourish. And everybody knows that as an entrepreneur, you have to have many streams of income. And so it takes a special individual to be able to have different streams of income and make sure that you use that energy in all of these different investments that you have so that you can have all of these different streams of income in order to be successful. And when you starting out something, your streams of income be very low. And if you somebody like me who's not used to that, it becomes overwhelming. You want to give up. You're like, yo, I'm not used to this little bit of money. But honestly, guys, I don't want to drag this out. I just want y'all to know that, like, yo, for those of you who want to be entrepreneurs, for those of you who have kids who want to be entrepreneurs, for those of you who are in high school or are children that watch my channel, go ahead, do it. If you want to run your own business, do it. If you want to run them lemonade stands, you want to cut hair, you want to do eyelashes, you want to be a nail tech, you want to, whatever it is that you see yourself doing in life, do it, yo. I know people sleep on people who build their own cleaning businesses, but these people making money. Like, I know one of my friends I graduated with, and she opened a cleaning business, and she don't even have to work. She had people working for her. So it's like, honestly, whatever you put your heart to, whatever you put your mind to, just do it. There's gonna be a lot of people in your path, a lot of people who don't know your struggle mentally, who are gonna try to discourage you and tell you like, yo, it's not working for you, just give up. But you have to know what's for you, and you have to know what's worth it and what's worth fighting for. And I feel like we all know within ourselves what we're capable of doing and what's worthy in our lives for us to work hard for. And I feel like with me, I have my career, and then I have my passion. And it's like, I'd rather be, to most, it's like, all right, go do the 9 to 5. You already got a degree. That's more easy. You go to work, you come home, you work, you come home, you get a check. And that's just me surviving. But then when I go and I think about, on the other hand, like, yo, as an entrepreneur, I'm doing literally everything that I love. And even though it's a lot more work, it's a lot more fun because I don't even feel like I'm working. So yeah, getting up, going to hand out business cards for something that I enjoy doing, don't feel like working, even though I'm technically working. I'm just not on nobody else's clock. I'm on my own. So like, you have to realize what's for you. And even when I go do my haircuts, and I've watched myself be up on my feet for hours cutting hair, and honestly, I get off work and I'm happy because I was doing something I enjoyed. Rather than being on work at my feet, doing overtime, trying to get money, doing something that I hate, and then coming home and being so miserable because I got to get up and do the same thing the next day. And then it affects the people that you're around. It affects the people that you love the most. It affects you, your mental, your health. And it's just not it. And you know what I realized? The people that tells me to give up, or tell me I'm a fool, or tell me that I should be doing all this other stuff, are people that's really miserable with themselves and not comfortable where they are at in life, but they don't have enough confidence to up and leave what they're doing to go get what's for them. So they want to bring you down with them. You know what I'm saying? So misery loves company. And so I don't want to make this video long and drawn out, guys, but I want to end on this note, guys. Reach for the moon, because even if you miss, at least you'll still be amongst the stars. And you guys probably know of this quote. If not, look it up and tell me who said that. who said those powerful words and then get back to me in the comments below. Guys, I am gonna have some pranks, some challenges coming up in these videos soon. But right now I'm just posting whatever comes to mind, that whatever I feel like can motivate you guys, whatever I feel like can you know, motivate people in life, and not just adults but children as well. And so I want to use my platform to do both. I want to do that, and I want to make sure that you guys see the fun part of me, which is the pranks, the challenges, and stuff like that, which I'm preparing for that, guys. I've been working. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately. So stay tuned and keep rocking with me. K-Score!